So today we are going to talk to Mr. Jaimin Gupta, who is also a CEO and founder of Stitch Textiles, that is a manufacturer of VS brands. Today we are going to talk with Mr. Jaimin Gupta more on the brand, what inspired them, what is the brand's motto, how many retail outlets they have opened, and how has COVID affected their brand. It's going to be a very interesting chat. It is going to come straight from a manufacturer's point of view and why a manufacturer feels that celebrity licensing is important and how it cut down 5 to 7 years of a struggle for any brand to get into a brand positioning and marketing only because you have a celebrity license on board with us, and also because you start churning out revenue from a very first day. Without further ado, let me welcome Mr. Jaimin Gupta. This is Rutika Malaviya. I am founder, CEO, publisher of editor-in-chief of Licensing Corner magazine. And today I have a very special guest with me, and that is Jaimin Gupta, who's also the CEO and founder for Stitched Textiles, but has also got into a joint venture with Mr. Virendra Sehwag. Hi Jaimin, welcome back to our channel. How are you feeling today?
Hi, Rutika. I'm all good. How are you?
I'm doing superb. Where are you
Yeah.
located, Jaimin?
We are basically based in Ahmedabad. Our head office is based in Ahmedabad.
Of Stitched Textiles. Tell me something about
Right.
you and your brand before we move forward with other discussions.
See, Stitch Textiles was started in 2015. Okay, we started with the vision of catering a mid-economy range. जहाँ पे हमारा गोल था कि टायर 2 टायर 3 सिटीज में जहाँ पे फैशनेबल गारमेंट्स नहीं होते हैं, वहाँ पे हमारा ब्रांड उस कंज्यूमर को एक अच्छा फैशन गारमेंट दे पाए उनकी प्राइस रेंज के अंदर. वो विजन के साथ हमने ब्रांड को स्टार्ट किया था. एंड we are really grateful to our channel partners that we have been doing very great till date. We have more than around 40 stores pan India, all exclusive brand outlets under the brand name of Barcelona, which we are doing only in the men's casual wear range. Okay. So 2015 we started the brand, and 5 years ka runway hai, which is pretty much good. Basically, I belong to a textile background. My family business was for textiles, so I was much motivated to start something with the retail.
Okay.
Initially, we had a family business of industries, manufacturing setup. So I thought, let's go into the retail, and that's why I started this brand, Barcelona.
Okay. So this Barcelona brand that you talked about, there's a lot of disturbance. Okay. So the Barcelona, there was a lot of disturbance on the background, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. So what I was asking is the Barcelona brand that you were talking about, what kind of manufacturing of the textiles were you doing? Were you into print, embroidery, fabrics? What kind of digital print? What kind of it was?
डिजिटल प्रिंट इज अ मच कॉस्टलियर प्रोडक्ट. तो हम जो रेंज को टारगेट करते हैं वहां पे डिजिटल प्रिंट्स नहीं आता. वी यूजुअली वर्क इन द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ पिगमेंट प्रिंट्स, पॉपलिन प्रिंट्स, satin prints, okay, yarn dyed checks. This is one kind of a basic range which a normal mid-economic consumer is looking for.
Okay.
We mostly focus on fashion garments. जो हाई रेंज गारमेंट्स है उसको हम कैसे फैब्रिक और स्टिचिंग के पार्ट पे थोड़ा कॉम्प्रोमाइज करके मिड इकोनॉमी रेंज में दे सके. दैट इज द बेसिक गोल कि जहाँ पे एक फैशन गारमेंट जो एक शर्ट 3,000 रुपए का है, वो शर्ट को हम कैसे एक मिडिल इकोनॉमिक क्लास के कंज्यूमर को 1,000 रुपए में दे पाए. दैट इज द होल कंसेप्ट ऑफ द ब्रांड. तो वी मोरली फोकस ऑन साटिन, पॉपलिन, ऑक्सफोर्ड, मैटी, दिस काइंड ऑफ फैब्रिक्स.
All right.
Further, we also have denim shirts, t-shirts.
And how would you distribute this products of yours? Did you have a retail outlet, or were you sent?
Yes, we have this 40 exclusive brand outlets. We have more than 40 exclusive brand outlets.
Okay.
So these exclusive brand outlets are basically franchisee of Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
They exclusively sell products of Barcelona which are supplied by the company. The stores are also in control of the company. We monitor the store operations and everything. So pretty much stores do perform really good. We just need to make sure that they stand up to the brand's expectation. What are
Right.
consumers' expectations towards the brand?
Right. So, Jaimin, how did I think few months back also we interacted on a LinkedIn a couple of times and we spoke. You wanted to get into celebrity licensing. So, what was your thought process and what was the idea behind getting into the licensing business?
I'll be very honest, celebrity licensing gives you a boost, a really good boost. Okay, so the brand name is already present in the consumer's mind. You don't have to tell him again and again कि ये नया brand है, ये brand है, ये आ रहा है. He already knows. A consumer already knows कि हाँ ये कुछ brand है. So that is one advantage of getting a celebrity licensing. Our expertise is of developing the product and preparing a proper sales channel network for the product. कि हम उस टाइप का रेवेन्यू जो भी हम प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं उस टाइप का रेवेन्यू अचीव कर पाए, वो रेवेन्यू के लिए जो सेल्स चैनल नेटवर्क खड़ा करना है उसको किस तरह से फ्रेम करना है, उसके लिए क्या प्रोडक्ट लाइन डेवलप करना है, क्या प्राइसिंग में डेवलप करना है, कहाँ कॉस्ट कटिंग करना है, दैट इज अवर एक्सपर्टीज. सो व्हेन वी गेट अ गुड सेलिब्रिटी नेम और गुड सेलिब्रिटी ब्रांड जहाँ पे उसका ऑलरेडी मार्केट में प्रेजेंस है, इट क्रिएट्स अ विन विन सिचुएशन फॉर बोथ.
Right.
बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव टू स्पेंड मच ऑन मार्केटिंग, we don't have to spend much on branding कि जहाँ पे हमको कंज्यूमर को एक इमेज क्रिएट करना पड़े ब्रांड का, वो ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट है कंज्यूमर
Yeah.
के माइंड में. सो आवर सेल्स रियली ग्रो फास्ट एंड वी हैव सीन दैट which helps in developing the sales channel.
Yes,
So
I think.
that is the thought we had.
Yeah, please go on.
That is the thought कि we thought let's go for celebrity licensing. That will be a great concept.
Right. I think, yeah, that's the one thing that I've been also talking about a lot of my readers and subscribers, especially the new-led manufacturers, because getting into celebrity licensing or tying up or, taking a license of a known brand immediately adds value to a licensee or a manufacturer to further market that brand. And, you
Correct.
pointed out exactly the same point here. And I think a lot of readers would, and the listeners would, understand this objective coming from a manufacturer's point of view as well. So moving on to the next question was, tell me something about your first meeting with Sehwag.
He's exceptionally good. मतलब उनका जो क्रिकेट के ऊपर उनका जो एक विजन है कि where he wants to see the merchandise, cricket merchandise, he doesn't उनका इंटरेस्ट लेवल इस तरह का है कि जो अपकमिंग क्रिकेटर्स है जिनके पास एक इक्विपमेंट का अभी फैसिलिटी नहीं है, जहाँ पे एक प्रोफेशनल क्रिकेटर को टायर 2 टायर 3 सिटी में उसको आगे आने के लिए एक प्रोफेशनल बैट चाहिए, प्रोफेशनल क्रिकेट किट चाहिए, वो अवेलेबल नहीं है उसकी रेंज में. He wants that student to get that product. So उनका आइडियोलॉजी is very much towards the society and towards providing the right equipment to the market. Okay, so when our first discussion went, we were pretty much discussing about how we can provide the best equipment in lowest range. That is the whole ideology of this brand. So जो टायर 2 टायर 3 सिटीज के अपकमिंग प्लेयर्स है, स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर्स है, उनको एक अच्छा इक्विपमेंट मिले, which is एक स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर के लिए उसका इक्विपमेंट इज मतलब 50% रोल ऑफ अ स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर इज इन हिज इक्विपमेंट एंड 50% इज इन हिज टैलेंट. तो एक वो जो प्रोडक्ट का स्किल्स है, मतलब एक प्रोडक्ट की जो टेक्निकलिटी है वो एक प्लेयर को मिले, इसीलिए उनका एक आइडियोलॉजी इस तरह का बना था कि भाई नहीं, हम अच्छा प्रोडक्ट बनाएंगे, कम रेंज में बनाएंगे और टायर 2 टायर 3 सिटी के कंज्यूमर प्लेयर्स तक ये पहुंचाएंगे, नए प्लेयर्स मार्केट में आए, नए प्लेयर्स को एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिले. दैट इज द होल आइडियोलॉजी एंड दैट वाज द होल डिस्कशन ऑफ पॉइंट इन आवर फर्स्ट मीटिंग.
So, how was the formation of a brand? How did you all enter into a joint venture? And what was the whole strategy behind this?
See, I'll say I earlier also told our expertise is in developing the whole sales channel network, developing the product, and VS is already a good brand name present in the market. In sports category, it has already impacted a consumer's mind. So there's a good opportunity for VS brand over here. We planned out a whole sales channel strategy where we figured out that we would be appointing exclusive brand outlets as well as distributors as well as supplying to large format stores. So the whole strategy was prepared. In short, I'll say हमने एक strategy इस तरह से बनाया कि हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स अपॉइंट करेंगे, फ्रेंचाइजीज अपॉइंट करेंगे, लार्ज फॉर्मेट स्टोर्स में स्टॉक सप्लाई करेंगे, उसका प्रोडक्शन पूरा अहमदाबाद, दिल्ली, लुधियाना, पूरा कंसेप्ट मेड इन इंडिया रहेगा, पूरा प्रोडक्शन मेड इन इंडिया रहेगा, माल पूरा अहमदाबाद इंडिया में बनेगा. सो हमने अहमदाबाद, मेरठ, जलंधर ऐसे काफी फैक्ट्रीज भी फिगर्ड आउट वेयर अवर स्टॉक वाज बीइंग मैन्युफैक्चर्ड. देन वी फिगर्ड आउट अ सेल्स चैनल नेटवर्क कि यहाँ पे हम लोग डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स बनाएंगे या फ्रेंचाइजीज बनाएंगे, एंड वी सप्लाई टू देम स्टॉक.
Okay. Interesting. So, you launched your brand. The first retail outlet of VS Sehwag was launched in Ahmedabad on 17th March. It also happens to be my birthday that day. um, so I had definitely, heard and seen couple of press releases that came out, and we saw a huge humongous amount of crowd outside the retail outlet. So tell us more about the launch.
Launch was very successful and it was very much happening. Like we didn't expect the crowd to be so much excited about the brand. Like we were not expecting that crowd would be so mad about VS and it would be so mad. Okay, like they want to see the store. How are the merchandises? They were like we had to once his inauguration was done, we had to there was a long queue for buying,
Right.
for billing.
Right.
So we could see the craze of the brand in on that day itself. Like it was not just because that it was Sehwag sir had inaugurated. It was really the consumers' love for the product, love for the brand. So that was really happening, and we were really much grateful to the whole crowd that had made the launch so success. That we got a good media coverage everywhere. There was the story of the launch, and obviously we'd also got many inquiries about the sales channel network. Okay, so it was really helpful on the sales channel point also, and on the consumer point also, understanding the consumer, because the store launch was, in short, it was very great.
Yeah, I've been seeing all the pictures, and when you sent me some more pictures yesterday, I was super bowled with it, and I was like, wow, this is an amazing response. And of course, why not? That is the reason we do licensing business,
Correct.
Because the brand already has a fan following, so you get that easy access into the market. People recognize your brand from day one, and you have, you can see numbers turning into from the day one. So I think this
Revenue,
is the best thing.
Revenue पहले दिन से दिखता है.
That's what I said.
Exactly.
So numbers, it's not like you're building a brand, and it's not a slow process. It's like quick.
एक ब्रांड को डेवलप करने में 5 to 7 years एक नॉर्मल टेंडेंसी है. ठीक है, यहाँ पे यू कट द टाइम पीरियड ऑफ 5 to 7 years स्ट्रेट अवे. सेकेंडली, जो मार्केटिंग और ब्रांडिंग पे जो स्पेंडिंग करना है वो भी आपका कॉस्ट बजटिंग हो जाता है, बहुत कम हो जाता है कॉस्ट. ठीक है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे आपको माउथ पब्लिसिटी का सपोर्ट बहुत मस्त मिलता है. फ्रॉम अ सेल्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, आई विल से, अगर if a consumer buys a VS shorts or VS track, I'll surely get 2-3 more customers from that customer, because that will be strongly going in mouth publicity. हाँ, VS का shorts पे रहा है, VS का track पे रहा है, and consumers are seeing it. Right. So it really helps in building the whole brand in a shorter period of time and with low cost marketing and budgeting.
Correct. So, Jaimin, talk to me more about the kind of products that you have. I think you had launched t-shirts, bags, pants. So what all are the categories that you all have launched in the initial first brand launch, first outlet launch?
Basically, categories are bifurcated into two: sportswear and sports equipment. Sportswear comprises of tracks, shorts, t-shirts, slings, and many other products like this, tracks and shorts. Sports equipment comprises of bat, ball, football, pad, cricket gloves, cricket kit, this kind of products. See, basically what happens is track, shorts, बस इतने में खत्म नहीं होता कि सिर्फ tracks and shorts. फिर वो tracks की एक पूरी range आती है जिसमें there are technical products, there are cycling tracks, there are boxing tracks, फिर boxing shorts होते हैं. टेनिस के लिए अलग शॉर्ट्स है, क्रिकेट के लिए अलग शॉर्ट्स है. हमारा एक मेन कोर प्रोडक्ट भी है जहाँ पे हमने टेस्ट क्रिकेट का व्हाइट पोलो टी शर्ट एंड व्हाइट ट्रैक, जो टेस्ट क्रिकेट में प्लेयर्स पहनते हैं, दैट इज द ड्रेस मोर work by the players who play on the ground level or a mature level. So उसके अंदर हमने एक एकदम परफेक्ट प्राइसिंग को टारगेट किया है. Perfect, not too much high, not too much low. Each and every consumer can buy it.
Okay.
So that kind of products we have developed. Sports equipments में football, basketball, badminton, and we will be also launching footwear in about 3 to 4 months.
Okay. So tell me, you all launched the brand, like I said, on 17th March, and on 22nd March, we had this lockdown and the pandemic had been, affected to everyone of us. So how is your brand affected with it?
I'll say मेरा brand बिल्कुल affect नहीं हुआ है. ठीक है, it's fine. एक छोटी छोटी waves आती है, that is fine. 2 महीने 3 महीने के लिए आपका धंधा कम हो जाता है, so that doesn't mean कि आपका brand affect हो गया. ठीक है. सो हाँ, इनिशियल चैलेंजेस थे. ब्रांड लॉन्च होने के बाद 5 दिन स्टोर ऑपरेशनल था, फिर अचानक स्टोर बंद हुआ, बट इट डिडंट स्टॉप अस फ्रॉम डूइंग अवर बिजनेस, और सेल्स चैनल वाज नॉट अफेक्टेड बाय कि पैंडेमिक है. इट इज फाइन. 2-3 महीना आपका धंधा स्लो रहेगा, फिर तो इट हैज टू ग्रो. एंड स्पोर्ट्स इंडस्ट्री इज कंटिन्यूअसली ग्रोइंग इंडस्ट्री. उसको कोई भी पैंडेमिक अफेक्ट नहीं कर सकता. एवरी पैंडेमिक विल इनफैक्ट इंक्रीज द सेल्स इन अ स्पोर्ट्स इंडस्ट्री. सो स्पोर्ट्स हमारे लिए एक बहुत अच्छा, यहाँ पे हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा अपॉर्चुनिटी है, बिकॉज वी विल गेट गुड प्रॉपर्टीज एट गुड प्राइसेस, एंड देयर आर मेनी मच अपॉर्चुनिटीज विद दिस पैंडेमिक. सो माय होल सेल्स चैनल टीम was working with the franchises, with the sales channel partners to develop the whole sales team. So I'll say कि हम ब्रांड को पैंडेमिक से कोई अफेक्ट नहीं हुआ है. ब्रांड स्लो थोड़ा परफॉर्म करेगा फॉर कमिंग 1 मंथ और 2 मंथ्स, बट जो उसके ओरिजिनल प्रोजेक्शंस है और जो उसके ओरिजिनल टारगेट्स है वो वहीं पे स्टैंड करेगा आफ्टर द टाइम पीरियड. आफ्टर लाइक फाइनेंशियल ईयर 21 में या 21-22 में जो भी प्रोजेक्शंस थे वहीं पे स्टैंड करेगा. बिकॉज हमने लॉकडाउन में भी काफी फ्रेंचाइजीज एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स फाइनलाइज किए हैं. ठीक है. सो वी कैन सी द कॉन्फिडेंस इन कंज्यूमर्स, इन सेल्स चैनल पार्टनर्स माइंड ऑल्सो. He's not saying कि यार अभी पैंडेमिक है, अभी ये लॉकडाउन है, अभी स्लो चलेगा. नहीं, he is ready to invest because उसको प्रोडक्ट में वो कॉन्फिडेंस दिखता है, ब्रांड में वो ट्रस्ट है उसको. सो देयर इज नो इफेक्ट. सिर्फ इतना ही है कि थोड़ा स्लो प्रोग्रेस होगा, थोड़े टाइम बाद प्रोग्रेस होगा, बस इतना ही इफेक्ट है.
राइट. So tell me something on the number of retail outlets that you already have in place. How many more retail outlets are you planning to open by this year end?
See, हमने March 17th में जब ये फर्स्ट स्टोर ओपन किया था, that was the first store opening of VS brand. Okay, so that was the first time VS was going live with the consumers. Okay, right. It was available for consumers on 17th March. After that, we had projections about 50 stores by year end. So we have already closed about 17 franchises and distributors by till date. Okay, so we don't see that there will be any correction in our projections. We will stand at about 50 exclusive brand outlets and distributors cumulative by year end.
Okay, and so what are the kind of investments and ROI for the brand if somebody wants to take a franchise of VS brand?
There are basically two models. One is the franchisee, that is exclusive brand outlet, and one is distribution.
Okay.
In a franchisee, the exclusive brand outlet, the franchisee has to take a store of about 700-800 square feet. There's a total investment of about 50 to 20 lakh rupees, including stock, interior, franchisee fee, and everything. And we share a margin of about 35% on sales to the franchisee. So that is 35% of sales is the revenue of the franchisee. Okay, and the other model is the distribution model, where in distribution model, investment of a distributor is very less. It is about 5 lakh rupees only. The margin is also around 11%, and the role of both the sales channel roles are very different. In a franchisee, there's a store. Consumers walk into the store. In distribution, the distributor has to supply the goods to all the other multi-brand outlets, the sports stores. Okay, so there's a range of consumers where multi-brand outlets stock is supplied.
Okay, because of the COVID, entire industry, whatever the industries are, especially the e-commerce, have shifted to online. So do you think that VS is also going to go online with the e-commerce website?
Surely, we already have plans and it is in development. We are in developing an exclusive portal for VS merchandises.
Okay.
We are not much targeting the existing portals, the online e-commerce portals. Okay, we want our consumers to directly buy from our exclusive portal. we
Okay.
we really want the consumers to get an good experience of VS buying,
Hmm.
how they can try. Like we have also implemented the visual trial room, wherein a consumer doesn't have to touch any product. He can do trial of any product virtually on the
Okay.
screen itself. Okay,
Okay.
so this type of concepts have been implemented. And online sports is having a good sales online, so the we will surely initiate the online sales by August end.
Okay. So, we are going to live with this COVID, and it is going to be a very difficult time where customers are really going to be interested to step in and do the, shopping inside outlet. So, what is the kind of experience you are building it for customers to come in and shop?
Firstly, the one I told you about, the virtual trial room, it is also implemented at the store. Even when a consumer walks into the store, he will get a screen where he can see all the products being trial on himself. Okay.
Hmm.
Secondly, we have introduced a contactless shopping experience, wherein a consumer doesn't have to touch any bill or any counter table or any product. He contactless billing. So that is the whole shopping experience. Okay. Secondly, we will be doing many much cricket activities, like giving a short kind of cricket training to the players. Okay, so we do this kind of activity every 15 to 20 days. We prepare like a pager or something wherein all the cricket tips are being provided to the players.
Okay.
So the upcoming players come to the store just to get the insights of the cricket training.
Wow. Just tell me more about this. No, this seems to be very interesting
See,
idea.
what we do is, like, initially on the store launch also, we invited all the sports coaches. Like, suppose the store launch was in Ahmedabad, so what we did, we had given a personal invitation to all the sports coaches. Okay, to visit our store, and we distributed them free products like caps or t-shirts or everything,
Okay.
just as a gratitude. Okay, so and every coach has about 100 to 200 players. What happens when you do this kind of activity, you are already present in your target audience. Your target audience is really aware about that the VS brand opening is being happening and the store is located over there. So यहाँ पे एक एडवांटेज आ जाता है कि कोचेस जो भी है, जितने भी पैन अहमदाबाद के अंदर जितने भी स्पोर्ट्स कोच है, उनके अंदर जितने भी वर्किंग प्लेयर्स है, नाउ दे ऑलरेडी नो कि भाई VS करके एक स्टोर है, यहाँ पे स्पोर्ट्स के प्रोडक्ट्स मिलते हैं.
Hmm.
So this kind of activities we do, where we want the brand to build a relation with its audience, कि जहाँ पे वो एक कंज्यूमर के साथ एक रिलेशन बिल्ड करे, कि वहाँ पे कंज्यूमर doesn't have to come to the store just to buy a ball or bat or shorts. He has to feel that this is my brand. I really want to wear this brand. मतलब वो एक feeling consumer में लाना जरूरी है.
True.
So
True.
we really work in that way.
I think that is the right way to go about it right now, because today not everybody does not just go to shop. They actually go to buy an experience, and
Correct.
building this kind of an experience actually connects a consumer to a brand, and probably that is the only reason why they keep coming back to the same brand again and again, and that's how you build the loyalty. I guess that's.
Hmm.
I think, Jamin, you have hit the right note to the consumer's heart, and I think you're gonna only succeed from here on. As soon as the COVID is over and the lockdown is over and everything gets into back to
We
normal.
surely know, after once the COVID is over, we are gonna really rock. Actually, we are doing it right now also. That is not an issue, because we can see the sales performances. Okay, the closures we are having, the finalizations of the franchises and tokens and the billing we are receiving right now also. So we are pretty much very much confident that our projections and targets will be achieved. Okay, this not affected by the pandemic.
That's superb thing to hear, because every time I talk to someone, everybody cries about business being bad. You are actually a breath of fresh air and a great motivation to all of us that not all businesses are bad, and I think one way to survive is get into a licensing model of a business, and especially into celebrity licensing model of a business.
Correct.
Tying up with big brands is the key
Hmm.
thing in today's pandemic scenario and the world crisis scenario.
So I'll say pandemic really affects the business, but you need to see the bigger future.
True.
Okay, you need to believe on your vision. Like if a wave can disturb your vision, then you are not pretty much confident about your vision. I really believe in this. ये 2 महीने अगर लॉकडाउन आने से हमारा विजन अगर अफेक्ट हो रहा है, हमारे फ्यूचर प्लान्स अगर अफेक्ट हो रहे हैं, तो there's a lacking of confidence in that.
Correct.
Obviously you'll make some losses, you will have to delay your progress, but it doesn't mean कि वो चलेगा ही नहीं या वो खत्म हो गया या वो अब बहुत खराब हो गया. ठीक है, 2 महीना स्लो रहेगा, then it will grow.
And I think it's a part and parcel of every business, right?
Exactly,
You not
exactly.
always have a good time in business. Someday you are like feeling top of the world, other day you are feeling down.
Usually I'll say
also.
मैं जैसे मेरी सेल्स चैनल टीम, जो मेरी पूरी सेल्स टीम है, which is core and really close to my heart, my sales team whole, when they are low performing and उनका कुछ performance नहीं आता, तो I usually tell them कि हर दिन दिवाली नहीं होती है.
True.
तो it is fine कि हर दिन दिवाली नहीं होती है. You need to face the bad times, and it happens कि पूरे महीने में कभी कोई क्लोजर नहीं आता, कभी जीरो रेवेन्यू होता है. So it doesn't mean कि आप नेक्स्ट महीने परफॉर्म नहीं करोगे.
Agreed. I think that's the way of life, and that's how more and more entrepreneurs and manufacturers need to think in today's time, because it's going to add to a lot of motivation to the current listeners who are listening to you right now. Quickly, Jaimin, tell me, what are the other categories of licensing that is open for VS brand? What are we expecting more out of it in a coming time?
VS will be licensing with a woman celebrity for to launch its women wear in future times, and many other celebrities we will be collaborating with regarding each and every different products. Okay, so it is just a start. It is VS brand is just a start of a new revolutionary sports range, I'll say. Okay, so in near future we will be collaborating with many other celebrities and many other brands to showcase its category. Like women's wear में हमको एक celebrity हम within 3-4 months will collaborate. So with that collaboration we'll also launch our women's collection.
Okay. So I'm super excited to know more about that, because I'm going to hit you back once again when you launch the women collection, and this time I'm going to do this interview with Sehwag and that women celebrity.
Sure.
So, Jaimin, just last minute takeaway to every listeners, especially all the manufacturers, that you would like to talk about in terms of brand licensing or celebrity licensing, and why licensing is important for a brand.
It is really important to create a win-win situation. Like एक प्रोडक्ट की एक्सपायरी डेट के बाद उसकी कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. अगर वो जब तक है मार्केट में तब उसको इनकैश करना जरूरी है. सो अगर कोई भी सपोज इफ देयर इज एनी सेलिब्रिटी, उसको अपना एक मार्केट में प्रेजेंस क्रिएट करना है, ठीक है, देयर इज अ गुड सेलिब्रिटी, उसका अच्छा खासा फैन फॉलोइंग है, गुड कंज्यूमर बेस है, अब सेलिब्रिटी कैन, जो सेलिब्रिटी इन्फ्लुएंस कर सकता है कंज्यूमर को टुवर्ड्स बाइंग अ प्रोडक्ट, ऐसा कोई सेलिब्रिटी है. अब उस सेलिब्रिटी के लिए अब एक लॉन्ग टर्म ब्रांड डेवलप करना हो तो उनको एक प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करना जरूरी है. मतलब अ नेम कैन नॉट लिव फॉर अ लॉन्गर टाइम. अ नेम विल लिव टिल द टाइम इट इज अवेलेबल ऑन द स्क्रीन, बट अ प्रोडक्ट कैन लिव फॉर मोर देन 100 years.
It's more like building a legacy for those celebrities as well, right?
Correct. In the same way, जहाँ पे वो after once the screen is over, फिर मार्केट के अंदर वो प्रोडक्ट बिक रहा है वो नाम पे, so that product is going to create a revenue for the celebrity, for the company, and for the whole of the team also who are associated with us, for all the channel partners who are associated with us. So सिर्फ it is not like कि कंपनी का एक रेवेन्यू है या ब्रांड का एक रेवेन्यू है और सेलिब्रिटी का रेवेन्यू है, उसके साथ उसके एक सेल्स चैनल भी है जिसका भी एक रेवेन्यू है. There's livelihood of many of the employees. So there are many things where a win-win situation can be created with a celebrity license.
Superb, Jaimin, and thank you for coming on board with me and having.
Thank you, Rutika. Thank
Thank
you.
you.